YouTube, what the crap's going on? I am back with the Baktria campaign, and when we last left off, we were here, of course. Where else would we be? Pushing against the Persians. I really just kind of intend on wiping out the Persians and any other people in the east who are resisting me. I'd prefer to repair my unreliable rating here. I'm sure this came from whenever I screwed over the Keydry. So yeah. We'll see, though. I'm friends with a few of these places still, and hopefully I can keep it that way. I got military allies and a defensive ally. We need to finish off Armenia and a few of these other tribes, Keydry and Persia. If I can get rid of them, I think it'll secure me here. And I'm supposed to take out Carthage, but the thing is Carthage is already dead. But I'll still do the Apache's quest, even though it's not Carthage. And the reason Carthage is dead is, I don't know if you all played a Carthage campaign. I was curious what it was like in patch 9, so I played a few turns of one. It is insane. Everybody just declares war on you immediately, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you're spread out, and you don't have enough armies to defend your territory. So it's no wonder they die when they're in AI control, because it's actually somewhat hard to get them to live whenever they're not in AI control. And your client states are worthless too. They usually end up... Garamonti will beat Libya every time. The Massaisoli always join the Gaiatuli against Carthago Nova, and they always end up getting their butt kicked. So it's just... yeah, so it doesn't surprise me that Carthage isn't alive in this campaign. Let's get out of there.
How can I serve you?
Okay, so we had just taken Susa. Got my troops there. And should be in decent shape here. Alright. Samandar is under control. Trapezos? I wonder what they're doing down here. Interesting. They've got settlements over there. I don't have enough money to rebuild anything. What's their status towards me? Trapezos feels somewhat kindly towards me.
I give you
I'd like to get as many non-aggression packs as I can, but a lot of people probably aren't going to deal with me because of my reliability. But over time that repairs. I may already have a non-aggression pack here. Yep.
And take wine to cool the head before we hit the day with words.
These guys may not want to deal me because I think Partheva is starting to dislike me more. So Partheva is at war with Egypt and the Keydry. But see, they're allied with Persia. Araya is allied with me and with them. I didn't know that was possible. Arya. And same thing with Parthia. We're not at war with each other either, and if we do go to war with each other, it'd be interesting to see how those alliances split. I think it's about time for me to end a turn. Let's just do the upgrade here on this army. I can get a tradition. I'll throw formidable spearmen in there. Pikes are so much better now too, so this ought to make things interesting. +5 melee attack for all sword units, +5 missile damage inflicted by a commander's unit. What good does that do me? +5 morale for all. Take that one. Open up strategist. Alright. See what happens here on the turn end. The Keydry are right outside one of my settlements.
In honor, I come bearing gifts. And why do you move away in such a fashion?
So Pontus wants me to join their war against Macedon, and they're offering a large payment. I'll do that, because I want the money. And Macedon's not close to me. Alright. Scythians have an agent outside Samandar. I need to get an agent up there so I can deal with enemy agents. Armenians still scattering around like little diseased flies. I am moving to finish them off, though. And Bithynia is doing pretty well in this campaign. They've got quite a bit of territory. I wonder how they're aligned with Macedon. Be interesting to see. Alright, what's Persia gonna do? Ooh, I'm glad they didn't attack Susa with that army, that they marched around me. I'm gonna need to stop that army, though. Alright, so Samandar was subverted. Same thing with Dura. Political intrigue, I don't care. So what kind of Persian army is this? It's just bolted right around me. And these Armenian jerks are headed for Hatra.
Ready for orders.
And no doubt the Kidri are going to backstab me as soon as I march away from this city. I really need more armies, because I'm fighting a ton of people. I mean, I could make a run for Persepolis, but I don't think the AI is going to turn around to stop me. I think they're just going to march towards my cities up here. And I got to get rid of the Armenians. Let's... see what I can do. If I go into forced march, I could make it to Hatra. All these cities are upset just because of the cultural difference. I honestly hate the new cultural system. I can't stand it. It means it's like constant unrest in all your provinces. It's really, really irritating. I wish that they would change it, because I find it to be completely annoying. It makes it really hard to keep any degree of happiness in your provinces. Okay, we got rid of that guy. Let's take these guys out of forced march. I really just need to get the Kidri off my flank. They've only got one province, and if I can get rid of them, then I might just come down here, kill them, and subjugate them. You idiots! Why would you not stay on the road? Gosh dang it! Really? Ugh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to keep an eye whenever I click those orders from now on. That is downright irritating. I'm gonna come over here and see if I can cut off these Armenian forces.
Destination reached.
I can't quite make it to my city through a forced march.
How may I serve you?
So get rid of this Armenian agent.
The hand that is hacked off.
Fortunately not. And then, what to do about that Persian army? Do I make a beeline for Susa? Maybe I can come across... No. Or from Susa, I should say, not to Susa. Let's tear this down. It needs to be rebuilt. I'll just stay in Susa for this turn. This agent... Maybe I can get up here and try and stop that enemy army through some form of subversion, if I need to. Stretched kind of thin. I really need this army that's up here in Samandar. Part of me is considering just abandoning Samandar. I mean, I don't think it would hurt me that bad, because I really need this army down here. So that's going to be the last Armenian settlement up there. And I can get to it if I come down here and land here, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to just abandon Samandar. I need this army too badly to be letting it sit up there in no man's land. And I'm going to go to Rohard and see if we can get down here just as quick as we can. If Samandar gets taken, so be it. I don't need it right now. And no one's probably going to make a march clear for Sarai, so I should be fine. Okay. Man, that really frustrates me what happened there. Now it's going to be a couple of extra turns before I can get the Kidri subjugated.
I
I mean, the least they could do is try and make it to where when you're marching to a place that has attrition, that your guys stay on the road. Maybe fix some of that pathfinding there, because that is irritating. And the attrition is just abominable. Like, I mean, a couple of turns of walking through that stuff, and you're just completely dead. Okay, Armenia looks like they pulled back towards their own territory, maybe? Good. Means they won't get my settlement. Curious to see what Persia does. Here they come. Okay, gonna go try and kill my general. Or disrupt, one of the two. And that army's gonna continue to bypass me. It can't quite make it to my city, so I do have a chance to subvert it militarily. They must have killed my general finally. The Kedri coming after my army here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys out while I have the opportunity, so we're gonna fight this. I don't know what makes them think they can win this. You really think your pathetic slingers are gonna save you? Good grief. My men are gonna lay waste to this garbage. And they've got nothing to stop my cav. Check it out, we're fighting here in the middle of a whole bunch of sand dunes. I think I've played on this map before. Seems familiar at least. Okay, Thorax Pikemen, and again, Pikemen are so much better after the hot fix. Some people think they're overpowered, in fact. I don't think they're overpowered, but they're definitely a force to be reckoned with from the front. And yeah, the Kedri managed to kill my general, I think, which is why my Hellenic Cataphract unit is gone, or at least wound him. Freaking butt faces.
Yes, Commander.
Man, if there's one thing the AI is good at, it's wounding your generals with their agents. They can't do anything else right, but by gosh, they got that one down. Alright.
At the double. Yes, Commander.
Let's get things going.
Ready for orders.
Dirtbags.
Thorax swordsman.
Can't wait to kill these guys. Then I'll just try and get back to my... Try and get back on the road where I can retrain. And then eventually I'll have to make sure I move carefully down the road to get rid of the Kedri, rather than my men taking a detour through the desert. Now they attacked me actually, so
General.
I'm actually gonna set up back here.
As you command.
At speed, Commander. Advance at speed.
Double time.
Ah, they just used quickly reload right when I ran away. So those guys are gonna have wasted it. And I will be out of their range. So that worked out. Alright. They do have more slingers than me, so I can't necessarily just sit around and have a skirmish fight, because I'll lose. Just trying to draw the Kedri down onto better ground for me to fight on. These guys are hidden behind the dune here.
Riders, move out.
Our orders.
What is this? They got some slingers chasing after my horse archers.
Forward.
I would be glad for them to continue that foolishness. My slingers are starting to get free shots because they've stumbled within my range. So that doesn't bother me. Here we go.
Slinger!
Orders, my lord! What are your orders?
Marching order! At speed! Ready! Citizen cavalry! Thorax swordsman!
Quickly now. Fire and will.
Okay, I'm getting nice side shots with my bow cav.
Yours to command.
Horse archers, I should say, I guess.
Citizen cavalry!
The AI is happy to sit around and skirmish
Slinger!
because they have a slinger advantage.
Orders, my lord.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Horak swordsman! Horax pikeman! General!
Okay, I'm just gonna
Orders
halt my
understood.
pikemen.
March! Swords! Baktria!
Pikemen shouldn't have any trouble with these guys from the front. I got an Arabian spearman chasing after my horses back here. I'm not gonna let him catch me.
Our general is under attack.
More spearmen chasing after my... I'm gonna intercept him right here. My thorax swords. I'm gonna split up these two cav, make it harder for these goons to chase me.
Ready for orders, melee troops!
Okay. My pikes are turned around backwards for some reason.
Horak swordsman! Yours to command! Bactrians! Citizen cavalry!
Okay.
We await your command! Citizen cavalry! Horse archers!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Alright. Let's be honest, announcer guy. We know that these people never had a chance to begin with.
Double time! Your orders!
So let's not flatter them by saying that it's turning in our favor as if it was ever in their favor.
Pikes ready! Yes, command!
Yeah, you can see my
Cut them down!
thorax pikes just absolutely slaying these guys.
Horak swordsman!
Okay, typically when I say go over here, I mean go over here. I don't mean charge into an enemy spear unit. Okay. Thorax swords are going to cut those guys down. Mercenary camel spearmen running around there will try and take it out. And my thorax pikemen are now chasing down their noble spearmen. Fine, if you want to come after my thorax swords, I'll let you meet them too. All of my units are wildly superior to theirs at this point. Alright, so the Kidri, who were supposed to win that battle, not accomplishing much. I guess the AI, I really kind of wish they would tweak the auto-resolve too to represent the strength of units, because clearly the AI was getting a huge bonus there based off of numbers, and the auto-resolve needs some tweaks, and that's part of the reason why Carthage gets killed so easy by those other factions. Is first of all, those factions, their units have no upkeep, so they get a ton of them, and then the auto-resolve functions off of a lot of numbers, it appears. Okay, so we need a new bodyguard there.
Ready for battle!
And let's get these guys back to where they're not suffering attrition. Maybe the shortest distance to move is right there. Okay, yeah, now they're retraining. Fantastic. So we can retrain right there and then continue to march on the Kidri. Dura is kind of upset, but I'll go ahead and see if we can upgrade a temple here to get more public order. Here we go. That thing's causing some squalor. I like it, but let's actually tear down that military wharf to get rid of the squalor from it. And let's see, one of these Armenian armies went ahead and came this way, but it is extremely weak, so I'm not feeling threatened by it. Let's use this spy. See if we can get rid of this Armenian agent here. Okay. And then let's go ahead and march towards the Armenians over here. We're going to need to subvert these guys.
Words are yours.
Only an 8% chance they're stopped, 25% chance they're stopped. I really need to try this one because I need the better chance of their army getting completely stopped, but it failed. So that was one time when I really needed you not to fail. Let's abandon Susa for now. I can't really hold on to it at the moment anyway. So we'll just abandon it back to the area for now. Stop these Persians. Continue to bring my army down from Samandar. The sooner this army gets down here to help, the sooner I have a real chance of turning around the fight against the Persians, because this army is badly needed. And then I should be able to finish off the Armenians. That'll get one of my flanks cleaned up. And then the Kedri won't last much longer either. I'm going to go subjugate them. Egypt is pretty influential looking here too, and they probably dislike Macedon. And they're allied with Sparta and Athens though, which feels well towards Macedon, which means Egypt now hates me. I'm thinking that's the reason. Treaties with Arya. No, they don't like some of the other factions. Military. They like the fact that I dislike the Seleucids. For some reason they kind of like the Kedri. Oh, it's because it's their client state. I guess they subjugated after I did. But they really seem to dislike some of these other factions that I'm friendly with, so we might end up in a battle with Egypt. That would be bad. They're already on my southern borders, though. Well, no, I've got Bithynia there. I wonder how Bithynia feels towards Egypt. They're at war with Athens and Sparta and Macedon, which means they're probably no friend of Egypt either. And they're also partly allied with Pontus. Okay. Well... just build another farm out there on Salamis. Got tons of temples everywhere, and it's still not really enough to turn around the public order. It is helping it stabilize, though. Ecbatana. Probably use to go ahead and upgrade the Holosideros barracks. Let's take care of that. Okay. So the Persians are going to get to Raga, but I should be able to get back to Ecbatana. Sorry, I'm getting a... Huh. Alright, sorry, someone has sent me a message on my phone. I was just looking at it. I do believe we're getting pretty close to being in a position to put the death stroke on the Armenians. And... once the death strokes on the Armenians, the Persians won't be far behind. That'll be good. Get some of our enemies behind us here. Really, really wish Persia hadn't backstabbed me. There wasn't any reason for it. Go ahead, do whatever you want to Sam Endar. If I keep it, great. If I don't, I could care less. Okay, that Armenian pulled back because they see me coming. That's good. That means I don't have to worry about them getting behind my lines. I'm really glad Bithynia is between me and Egypt. Persia is going to take Raga like I expected. I have absolutely no chance of stopping them. They have thorax pikemen in this army and a ton of thorax swords. That is a seriously powerful Persian army right there. I could defend Ecbatana against it though, I think, with my own army. But man, that is a potent army that they have there. And they've got reinforcements headed towards Raga. They're going around me at Ecbatana towards Gazaka. Kedri agent trying to wound my new general. He'll probably be successful, and they have another army behind him. Yeah, look at that. Just got a new general, and they wound him too. Are you joking? What kind of garbage is this crap? Alright, well, we're going to fight the Kedri here. Once again, look at this. Giving them fantastic odds. What kind of fantastic odds? What do they have to deal with my pikemen? Nothing. What is their Arabian cav going to do to all my pikemen? Nothing. That's why I don't get this. The auto-resolve is clearly not balancing units against one another. These guys have absolutely no chance of winning this. Like, even if my pike... I'd have to turn my pikemen's back to their cav, which isn't going to happen.
Orders!
Orders!
Swords!
Just gonna keep my swords close to my pikes. Some of my cav units are pretty badly damaged, so I'm gonna keep them in the back too and just try and keep them safe.
Bactrians!
As you command!
Ready! Lord, as you wish!
Okay,
Thorax pike!
so let's see how well the Kidri do against me. I mean, really? Because I'm sure this Arabian cav is a super big threat anyway, yeah. No armor and a short sword.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
As well.
They want their reinforcements. Oh no, Levy Spearmen, whatever am I going to do? Is my sarcasm strong enough yet, folks? My thorax pikemen are going to lay waste to these guys, period. And they don't have enough slingers. Well, I guess they do have enough slingers. That's okay, I'll just run my pikemen forward and slay them. Come on, Kidri, let's go. Their guys aren't Eastern Slingers, though, either. Mine might be better than theirs. And I'm assuming that their cav is probably going to full-on bonsai charge towards my slingers, too. They usually do that kind of stuff. Just gonna try and shore up my flanks with my swords. Okay, let's see what they do. I hope they bonsai charge their cav in here. I would welcome it. Just gonna let my slingers stand out front and get a few shots. Okay, I'm gonna get my slingers in. Yep, look, bonsai charging Arabian cav into a braced unit of thorax swords.
Citizen cavalry!
Melee cavalry ready!
Bonsai charging cav into the front of my phalanx, which you can see is extremely effective.
Our general is under attack.
Citizen
Ready and
cavalry!
waiting.
Yeah, so how'd that work out for him? Let's watch my thorax pikes. All these guys are lightly armored and charging into the front of a heavy phalanx. And as you can see, it's definitely working out well for him. If by working out well, I mean complete and total suicide. Their Arabian cav is actually doing quite well in melee
Swift
combat.
and accurate.
Doing a little too well for my liking, actually. I do need to take out their slingers, though. I'm going to see if I can get my horse archers out here and get after their slingers. My thorax pikes are finishing all these guys off. Thorax swordsmen are having a hard time finishing off these cav.
Ready for orders!
See if I can boost their attack real quick.
Bactrians!
Riders at the double. Quickly now.
Okay.
The enemy general
Okay.
is dead.
Their Arabian cav starting to waver. Enemy general's dead. Went headlong into a pike phalanx. That one's not going to last long either.
We await your command. Take
I could
aim.
lose some of my Bactrian horse archers here, but I've got to get these slingers to lay off my
Bactrians!
phalanx.
Ready.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Alright.
Cavalry.
Well,
Advance
you can see that the AI's ability to bonsai charge a phalanx has not been compromised.
Cavalry!
But hey, once again, am I upset? No. No, I am not. And the pile of dead Kidri in front of my thorax pikesmen is a great testament to the fact that pikes are indeed back. And you ought not to make the same mistake that the AI did there. I mean, look at the kills on those thorax pikes. So, yeah. That worked out well for you, didn't it? You got killed on like a 10-to-1 basis there. fun. Thanks for visiting. Quit killing my general. Alright, I have to bring my... they got another agent up at Dura too. See, I need to get... Okay, so there's a few things I need to do. Number one, I need to subjugate the Kidri. Number two, I need to get the... I need to get more agents. But my... Agent hindered. Okay, the Brothers of Apache get yet another new general. I just want corruption and cultural conversion. I like that. Okay, whatever agent was here, I now can't get at. But maybe I can get rid of this guy. No, because he was hindered. That's what that agent was doing. This army's got to retrain, so I'm going to have to leave it there, and it's probably going to suffer at the hands of that agent. Okay, at least we got rid of that Armenian spy there. Let's bring this spy over here and see if we can subvert. I'm going to try and wreck the baggage train on this Persian army. Nope. When I need it, it seems to not happen. Alright, I've got thorax pikes to defend Ecbatana. These guys don't have any siege equipment. I don't think this army does. So at least I've got a stronghold at Ecbatana. I don't care what happens at Susa at the moment. I should be able to deal with the Kidri in a turn or so when my guys are, taken care of. We can take out the first of the last two Armenian settlements here. Occupy that. And I'd love to subjugate the Armenians, but the Pontians and the other people who hate them won't, I don't think they'll make a peace deal. Plus I don't want the Eastern culture spreading behind my lines, come to think of it. Let's get rid of this. Wait a minute, what is this? A weaponsmith? Ooh, don't mind if I do. I don't have enough money to upgrade because it's very expensive. Level 3 armor, 2 shields, and 3 weapons? Holy cow. Man, I might have to sit around here for a couple of turns and take advantage of this. I'm at least going to upgrade my infantry. Yeah, wow, that is expensive. But it gives me level 3 weapons, which is pretty nice. Alright, well, I guess I spent all my money for this turn. Take this army out of forced march. Gosh. I hope these guys retrain quickly because I really need to get rid of the Kidri. Because I need this army over here at Seleucia. And this army... Okay, I'm ashore. This is not the strongest army I have, but I have pikemen with pretty good chevronage, some Bactrian noble horse. I'll be alright, and with the ballista, this army should be able to hold its own. Don't have a lot of infantry, but these pikemen are pretty strong. So, well, I say they could be better if they were thorax pikes, but they'll work. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we should be in another position to end this turn as soon as we divvy out these traits. Apparently I can issue an edict. What province can I issue it in, though? Back here, maybe? Just do a tax harvest. Okay. Alright. See what else we can get done here. It's really best to not be fighting too many wars at once because of this game limiting the number of armies you can have. But I mean, that's sometimes easier said than done. The Bactrians are starving to death. They've sent an agent down, though, to mess with my army and my settlement. I need to just move on the next turn and take them out. I'm going to leave that weaponsmith there for a little while, though, if I can. And upgrade some more of my troops. Persia's going to retake Susa. That's fine. I'd intended for this to be. Yeah. Live it up, Persia. Your days are numbered here, too. Okay, Persia's going to go on through Raga and probably on to Ekbatana. Yes, they are. Bring it, scum. I've got a whole bunch of pikemen to defend at a gate, and with how much stronger pikemen are, I do not think these guys stand a good chance. They are going to bring ladders, though, but that could be troublesome. But the AI doesn't always do so great with ladders, so we'll see. What do I get from the city? I get some archers and slingers. Good. And I get some more Eastern Spearmen and a Bactrian Royal Guard. So we're going to control the large army and do our best to beat back the Persian onslaught. They should only have 4 ladders. And again, the AI doesn't behave real well with ladders, so we're going to hope that holds true. I've got a Royal a Hellenic Cataphract as well. My pikemen ought to be able to hold the gate without much trouble. Since they've been upgraded, I mean, pikemen are going to be beasts to try and get through a gate. At least to get through them behind the gate. Let's see here. Here's doing some crazy camera work. Alright, so they do have their thorax swordsmen on the 4 ladders, so I'm going to have to defend against ladders over here. So I will put my swordsmen up on the walls.
Guard!
I'm not going to put my slingers there,
Hold!
at least not yet. And some of you may think that's crazy, but I think you'll see why.
Hold position!
And the main reason why is just, let's see, I want my swordsmen all up against this wall, yeah.
Royal Thorax Swordsman!
There we go.
Orders!
I don't know exactly where the AI intends to take its ladders. We'll figure out.
Melee infantry!
There we go. Got a nice front of swordsmen there.
Thorax swordsman!
And swordsmen? Don't you mean pikemen?
Pikemen! Form phalanx!
So I'm going to put my slingers here so they can get easy access to the wall. And I'm going to put my archers, oh, no, here for the same reason.
As you wish!
Sorry, I got a message on my work phone real quick I just need to look at. Wow, get a ton of emails. Alright, so let's see. And then I just need my Hellenic Cataphract, Bactrian Cav. Oh, do I have Bastion units? No. But I get all these extra units to defend too. And you know what? These will just become extra units for the walls. This Bactrian Royal Guard will be pretty good up here too.
On watch!
And then I'll just spread out these Eastern infantry. So we should be able to stop the ladders. I got a lot of infantry on the walls. And alright, I think we're set. Let's start the battle. Bring it on, AI. Bring it on. So what I'm going to do is, I know they're going to try and burn the gates, and I'm going to put my guys in pike phalanx, like literally right behind the gate. I wonder if you can stack them up like you could in Rome 1. I'll see what happens. I'm going to see what it looks like. Yeah. Check it out, my guys have their pikes dropped, so there's like no way to get through the gate. I gotta make sure my guys won't just keep reforming weird though when they're all bunched up like this. I don't think they will. Yeah, okay, so I basically just got an insane wall of pikes right there. And I'll just get more ready to close in as needed. General. Okay, let's see. All the ladders are moving to one side.
Thorax swordsman!
So I'm actually going to bring these thorax swords
Swords!
down here.
We await your orders! We are at your command!
Oh no! The reinforcements, they should have come from the same direction because they were behind each other. They're coming from a different direction. Okay, well, let's get my garrison units. Let's take 2 pikes and my garrison units and get the heck across town fast. They're going to try and burn the gates with this Median Cav. I don't think the 1 unit will make it before it gets killed. Possibly could. It hasn't taken any damage yet from the arrow towers, which is pretty incredible. And it is a long run across town. Seriously? Are these guys immune to arrow towers? I've never seen people take that many shots. Must be really well-armored cav.
I hope it hurts, you bastard.
I do hope it hurts. And they are going to burn that gate down. I hope my guys get there in time. I'm going to send my general over here as well as my Bactrian noble horse because they're fast.
The enemy general is dead.
Well, is that the general over here? If it was, he's dead. Are they going to succeed? I don't think they're going to succeed, actually. Now they're getting cut down a little quicker. We'll see. Anyway, I've got my units going that way because no doubt they're going to bring their infantry up and try the same. Now over here, the Persians are just now getting over the walls.
Thorax swordsmen!
Bring these thorax swords over here.
We await your orders! Slingers! At the ready!
Alright, so my thorax swordsmen are on the walls, ready to meet the Persian thorax swordsmen, who are not climbing the ladders like they should be. I thought that was supposed to be taken care of. Their guys aren't getting off of the ladders at the top either. And my own tower's shooting into my own men. It's really kind of worthless. I really wish the towers wouldn't shoot your own men like that. Well, they're glitched out on 2 ladders, but the rest of their thorax swordsmen are getting beat up badly. So my cav is here. Gatehouse is only to 37%, so they're going to have to try and send up more units. By the time they do that, my infantry will be in place.
Orders, my lord!
Thorax pikemen!
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get one of my thorax pikes in a nice deep defensive formation.
Pikes at the ready.
There we go. Alright. They got some thorax pikemen coming up the ladders next. There's thorax swords.
Thorax swordsmen!
I'm going to move in some additional thorax swords to push on these guys. Okay, their thorax pikes are going to try and burn the gate. I would love to see them burn the gate so that when they come through they meet a solid wall of pikes.
Thorax pikemen! Quick march! At speed!
I would very much like to see them get through here. Okay, their thorax swords are getting defeated now. These guys are glitched out on the ladder. I might bring my slingers up right here and see if I can get into this side of these glitched out units. Let's see if the AI is going to continue to attempt to burn down the gate here. They are. They've got a lot of thorax swords and the gate is now up to 50% damage. I hope I have enough units to hold over here.
What are your orders?
I'm going to be heavily dependent on these pikemen because these eastern spearmen are not going to be very good.
Marching order! Quick march! Bactrians!
Well, quickly now!
Actually, I'm just going to keep my cav
Ready
back here.
horse at your command!
Okay.
Yes, commander!
Well, my pikes are in position, and that's going to be a pretty formidable defense.
Orders!
And then I've got eastern spearmen
Speed! Our orders!
on both sides too,
Advance at speed!
as well as
Quick
and
march!
a Bactrian Royal Guard.
Quick march!
Sweet. Okay, so my gate is on fire. And let's see, these thorax swords are still alive here, but definitely getting killed by my men. Their pikemen have the gate mostly burnt. Let's see how well my pike defense works. Between the Bactrian Royal Guard, those 2 pikemen, and all these Eastern Spearmen, I'm pretty sure I can hold. They have a bunch of pikes of their own, but I'm guessing they're not going to be able to make it through the gates and pike phalanx.
Our gates are utterly destroyed.
We will get to see what happens, though. We will get to see. Let me go flip back over here just real quick.
Slingers!
Let's see if I can
Find your targets!
fire into the flank of these. I don't know how effective this will be, but see if I can get those guys dead. Men, hold your ground. Pike anything that moves through this gate. They will burn. They will be skewered. They will die. End speech. That was terrible. Alright, let's watch what happens when their mass of men meets my phalanx and burning oil. Yeah, enjoy that oil. Okay, well my pikemen definitely holding them strong. I've got a feeling this is going to be an absolute massacre of Persians. Yeah, they can't get through. My pike phalanx has just got them completely stuck. And the gate is just going to sit here and empty boiling oil until that flag gets down. So hundreds of them are going to die from the boiling oil alone. This means that my defense on the other side will be just as sound. Yeah, they can't get through my pikemen here. Yeah, look at the guys. Their pikes are trying to get in now, but yeah, they can't get into formation. Unfortunately, the boiling oil is going to stop now, but their guys are not getting through that wall of pikes. Air's solid wall of pikemen here. Only lost 1 man so far, and the gates just got burned over here. How are those thorax swordsmen still? How are these guys alive? Seriously? Oh, these guys came up and over the ladders finally.
Our gates are utterly destroyed.
Hopefully I've got enough thorax swords on the walls still here. My gates are destroyed. Well, the AI is doing better in a siege. They really are. They're doing better. And to be honest, I mean, they really should have tried to come to the other side where they have ladders, because they are not getting through these thorax pikes. I am starting to lose a few men now, but that's just because their pikes are kind of in a pike formation here. But they're so bunched up that I just don't see it being successful for them. And then even if they do... Whoa, what the heck? They can fire over the walls? Persian light archers. Like heck you can. I'm just going to back up so they can't pull that garbage. Getting free kills on my units there. I think not. Alright, well, let's see. Over here. Oh, the gate's already been taken away from me, so that's why there's no boiling oil. It's because of these guys up here earlier. Okay, well, I think we're doing... I think we're doing fine. The thorax swordsmen they have on the wall are starting to rout. My pikes are easily holding them up front. Check out all their cav trying to push through here. Getting cut down. So the pike phalanx at the gates, definitely an effective defense. Definitely an effective defense. And I'm recapturing the gatehouse here, which means the boiling oil is about to start again.
We have captured a tower.
Oh, watching those guys get boiled is brilliant. My swordsman might be getting beat over here. No, I want you to come down right here. Right? No, not through the enemy swords. You can come over here, slingers. Okay, now I've got my thorax swords into the back of theirs here, so we should be able to level out that fight, and they're making no progress. I've got a thorax swordsman wavering. Let's see if we can bring my general over to support the morale. Oh, my general's on the other side of the map. What am I thinking? Oh, well, I'll bring him over there anyway. This side of the map's easily in our favor. my pikes have actually scooted forward to now where these guys can't even like get into the capture area, and then the remaining archers over here just shooting through the gate at my thorax pikes, but they're also getting cut down with my towers, and I don't think they're going to be able to destroy my pikemen. So I'll just let them do whatever they feel like there. Managed to get my slingers out of there before they got themselves killed. So my thorax swords are indeed wavering, but I've got enough men up there that it should be able to finish it off.
Flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Actually bring this slinger unit right here and try something. See if I can put some stones into the side of those guys.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yes. Persians are going to end up suffering a massive defeat. Oh, they're killing my pikemen back here with just using that same trick where they can fire arrows over the wall. Ah, sweet. These guys are wavering now. Alright, the army losses for the Persians added up, and Ekbatana held. The Persians captured it once, but not again. Check out the kills on those pike units that were at the gate. Oh man, Persians just got massacred at the gate. Now the fact that their army had thorax swordsmen in it was good to see, because pikemen would have done poorly on the walls. The thorax swords did good. So Ekbatana, man, that is... So apparently with pikemen, you can put up a stalwart defense now. Check out this army, just got slaughtered. We're going to kill the captives, send them back towards Raga. My reinforcing army's on the way, which means that they're not going to be able to do much about it. They're trying to take this city. It's giving me a big advantage, even though I don't really see how I have an advantage. So I'm going to auto-resolve it and take what they'll give me. Yeah, nice jump moves there, buddy. And then that's going to be all I have time for this episode. I'm already over time just a little bit. So, Persians suffering. So they dealt me a couple of hard blows, but now that that's over, they're going to be doing trouble. The Kidri are no doubt killing another one of my generals.
As all the gods look down
I offered
on us,
that to you a minute ago,
must
didn't I?
wonder why we are not firmer allies and friends.
I wondered the same thing, but yes, I'll have a defensive alliance, please. You're at war with a lot of the same people. Or Kartili, are they? Not all the same people, but enough of the same people. Okay, so Hatra was sabotaged. One of my armies was harassed. And there was a fire? Where was the fire at? Oh, back here. Yeah, good, because I really need to be spending my precious money repairing the buildings in my homeland. Appreciate that. Good grief. I guess the AI didn't like what I did to him at Ekbatana.
At your command.
Okay, well we need to go up here and take out the Armenians. They're all pathetic and starving to death anyway.
Laying siege to the settlement. Besieging the settlement.
Okay, so just gonna auto-resolve, because this is not really something we need to fight. And I said we were out of time too, so what am I doing? Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing off for now.